Hello everyone, and welcome to the next video where we will be looking at passing arrays into functions. Okay, so let's just create a function that takes in an array. And okay, so the first thing is the return type, and let's just say for now we'll just make it a void function, and we'll just call it let's create a function that displays an array. So display array. Okay, and how we write the variable when we want an array to be passed in is we write the type of the array that we want passed in. Let's just say int. We give it a name, number array, and now we just use square brackets. And that's all. Okay, so now when we pass in arrays to functions, what we also need is the size of the array so that we can loop over it. So for that we'll just use int size of array. Okay, and here we are using int, but something we could also use is size t, and that's just another variable type to hold the size of the array, and we'll just use that just so you're aware of the different type of variables. Okay, so the reason that we pass in the size of the array is so that we can loop over the array. Without the number, we wouldn't know how many times we would have to loop over the array. Or how many items are in the array to be looped over. Okay, so now how do we display arrays? So for int I equals 0, and while I is less than the size of the array, and we'll do I++, we just write cout number array and I. So it goes through each value, getting each index and outputting each value of the index from 0 to whatever the size is. Okay, so now let's try this. So let's create an array. So let's say an array of integers, number array equals, let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's pass this to display array and just have number array, and the size of the array is 5, so we put 5. Okay, so now let's run this. Okay, and now as you can see we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of the for loop. Okay, so great. Now something that you should remember with arrays, and something that is important, is when we pass arrays to functions, they are passed by reference automatically, even without the and sign. So we pass the location of the array in memory to the function. So if we did let's say in this function we change each number to be 10. So how would we do this? So we're looping over each number anyway, each value. So we can say number array I equals 10. So now when we loop over each value, it will in the list, it will change each value to 10. So all the values in the list will be 10 in this function. So now if we go here, just after we have executed the function and passed in our array, if we output the array, let's say for int I int I equals 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus, and let's just say cout number array I. Okay, great. So what is going on here? I'll just go over it. So just for the purpose of being easier to understand, I will make this change array. Okay, and now let's see what happens. So this is a function that is changing each value to 10. So every single value in this array should be 10. And since it is passed by reference, when we are passing this variable into this function, since it's passed by reference, the changes should happen to this variable since it is working on the location in memory, and the change we are making in the function is changing each value to 10. So what we expect is that each value in number array will be changed to 10. Okay, so let's save and run this, and we get 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, great. So that's just an important fact that you have to remember, that arrays are passed by reference even if we don't put the and sign. Okay, so I hope you were able to understand that, and just so you can understand it further, I want you to create two functions called change array and display array, and just play around with that in the main function. And I have the display and the change array function in this video, so all you have to do is you can check the code by just going back in the video, and I hope you are able to understand it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.